Deanna. Yo, so here we go. I'm super excited, bro. We're about to do the thing. Yeah. So today, we're going to have some fun today, man. In a moment, we're going to be introducing today's guests. How you been, man?
I've been great.
Cool. Who are you? Tell them who you are for the people who are only listening versus the people who see you.
My name is Kyle Ray.
Kyle Ray. Pastor doggone Kyle. Sometimes I refer to him as Pakal. And
Nice.
he is the pastor of Sent Church.
Yes.
Right? Still?
SENT.
Are you still the pastor?
I am, as of
find
today.
Out? Did they find anything out? They still
I had
don't
a
know?
special guest in my staff meeting the other day, and they decided it was over for me.
You did have a special guest.
Yeah.
He invited me to come speak to his staff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was fun, man.
It's like a staff infection. I mean, like, you know,
A staff
I'll let you
infection.
do the
Cool.
jokes.
I'm not gonna be pulling no verses out. So if it's okay with you, I'm gonna do the jokes and then you just do the.
I do the
verses.
life. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Well,
Okay.
I think we both have some skills in that area. So tell them about Sent Church. Tell them some more about Sent Church. Like, what's a good time to come and visit if somebody's gonna visit Sent Church? Also, how can they find out? How can they watch you online for those? Because every fourth message is awesome.
They can always go to our Facebook page, Sent Church Plano, but they can go to sentchurch.cc and watch online.
You can watch online. Sentchurch.
9:30 and 11 a.m. Central.
Boom.
Every Sunday morning.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
Is that my
Boom. Boom.
cue to
boom,
freestyle?
Boom.
All
boom,
right,
Boom.
here we go.
Boom. Boom.
My name is Kyle. I like to smile.
boom,
When Michael
boom.
starts rapping, I start to freestyle.
boom.
He makes the beats.
Boom,
We
boom,
keep it
boom.
neat. He gets off beat. I don't know what
I don't know what
to
just
do
happened.
this week.
You threw
It's
me
like
off,
you threw me
dude.
off, too.
Ah,
I don't
that's
rap when
where
I
we're
preach,
at.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So-
Sent Church is a great church. We try and do
Yeah,
a lot
we
in the
gotta do
community.
that. We gotta tease this thing out.
Oh.
So on the show today, we actually have a family law attorney. So as you know, the name of this show is called Funny How Life Works. And you may be thinking to yourself, what in the world could I learn from a family law attorney? Well, you're about to find out. Okay.
I love this podcast.
You'll be laughing out loud, and all of a sudden, boom, something that can really help you drops in your lap.
I like it because I unexpectedly learn about life.
It is so funny.
I get to laugh and learn about life at the same time.
I like listening to Funny How Life Works with the car of my parents. With the car in my parents. Okay.
We're back.
We're back.
Do you know the non-sponsor sponsor today?
It's your responsibility. I don't know if they told you that or not, but you should know that.
That's great. I'm
Tell them
always
what a
prepared.
non-sponsor sponsor in case our listeners don't know.
A non-sponsor sponsor is an organization that's doing great work that we want to promote, even though they're not paying us a dime to promote them.
Not even a dime, not even 9 cents though. They're not giving us any money at all, but because we care about them, because we see what they're doing from a distance,
That's right.
we're going to mention and plug them on the podcast.
We need to promote today's non-sponsor sponsor, Ladder House Decor.
Ladder House Decor, I know them.
Remember
They are
them?
awesome.
Yes. If you find yourself in a domestic abuse situation
Right?
and you need to get out, they help furnish your new place. They have a furniture bank they work with. They have an interior designer. They will help you get set up in a safe environment.
Wow. You get a discount or you can get a slight discount on furniture if you just slap yourself and then show up asking for a
See,
discount.
you're not
That's
right.
That's
You're
not
not
right,
right.
right?
No.
You just show up with, no. I
It's
think that's
free.
beautiful. I met her before.
You did. You talked to her.
Yeah, we talked on the phone. They're pretty dope.
Yeah,
you know
Melissa.
what?
Yeah.
Just call them again.
You want to call her again?
Let's call Melissa.
You know,
again.
today's her birthday.
Today's her birthday?
Yeah.
No, let's call your wife instead.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna call Pastor Kyle's wife.
Might
That's
be
what
on a
we'll do.
meeting.
That's all right. We're gonna call her and just
Why when we start
spontaneously-
talking about domestic violence, you say call my wife?
I just want to see if
That's
she
kind
okay.
of weird.
Let's call her. Ooh, I can hear her in my
Say,
ears.
I told you I was in meetings all morning. She
That's
calling me
okay.
for
Let's
it.
just call her, man.
Mm-hmm.
If your wife don't answer, my wife will answer when I call her. I don't know what your wife got going on.
My wife is involved in high level work.
Well, so
You
is
know.
mine, but it's not higher than
Watch
the most high.
I'm gonna get a text. It's like can't talk, text. That's what it's gonna say.
That's what it's gonna say.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey.
she's not answering.
Let's go ahead and call. I'm gonna call my wife and see what happened. Can we set mine up and see whose wife is answering phones these
Oh,
days?
man, that's not fair.
It is fair.
Hi, please leave a message.
All right,
Wow.
I'm gonna message.
The mailbox is full.
Wow.
I cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
It's so responsible.
yeah, I'ma be in trouble
The
now.
mailbox is
I'm gonna be
full.
in trouble. Let me just text her now. I'll get you some flowers.
Wow.
It's a good thing we're going on vacation this weekend.
That is hilarious. You
I
know
can
what?
make it up to her
set
then.
set my phone up to Bluetooth so I can call my wife real quick, please. And let's see if my wife love me. I'm gonna call my wife right now. It's gonna ring automatically on the.
Yeah,
These
it's
guys
pretty
are
amazing.
fast. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I hear it.
Oh wow, this is dope.
Please don't answer.
No,
Please don't
she
answer.
gonna answer, bro.
Please don't
That's
answer.
how my wife do. I'm gonna say, were you busy? She's gonna be like, no, what do you need?
Yeah, it's
This
gonna be
is
hilarious.
third ring, though. I'm a little
She
concerned about this
doesn't.
third ring going on right now.
See, that's what you get.
It's a third ring. That's like the fourth ring right there. It's the-
Your
Sometimes.
call is forwarded to
Wow.
an automatic voice message system. 3-1.
Oh, see, you better stop that right there.
Wait, something.
You call the right number?
Why didn't she call?
Why didn't she
answer the phone?
Why didn't she change her number
It's
to,
messed up.
to Texas area code yet?
You know what? I'm gonna have to make sure my wife don't hang around yours that much. So this being the case, all the more reason to talk about family law.
Yes.
That is a really not great segue.
Well, you know, actually, she can totally relate to the work that Ladder House Decor does. Our
Yeah.
guests can.
yeah, tell them how to go to Ladder House Decor so they can help them.
Well,
Just Google it. You know how to
Yeah,
do it.
just Google it.
Anyways, thank you, Ladder House.
Yes,
So let's jump
donations
into
are
this with our
always
guests.
appreciated.
Yes, donations are very appreciated. You can give your stuff to Goodwill, but you never met Will in person, have you? I would say you go to Ladder House Design. Is it design?
Decor. Latter House. Latter. The latter years will be greater than the former years. That's scripture, man.
Oh, cool. That's
Yeah.
great, man.
Yeah.
Good for you, Pastor.
Hey, got to
All right, our guests. You want to introduce our guest?
Yes.
To the people?
Our
Super
guest,
excited to meet her. I heard about her before I knew what she did.
she's a family law attorney.
I heard
with
about
a
her.
heart.
Yes. Do.
I hear it, man. She has a pulse.
Do.
She cares about the people she helps.
Absolutely.
It's not fair to just call her a divorce attorney. She's a family law attorney because she's about trying to keep families together.
That's what I'm saying. Most D-word attorneys are like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you as much as we can so I
Right.
can get paid too.
Right.
Right. And then they hope that you get sideswiped.
Yeah.
So they could convert you to their friend and be like, the hammer.
Let me ask you a
Right.
trivia question.
Yeah.
You remember what Wonder Woman's first name was?
Wonder.
That was Diana. Our guest is Diana
Diana.
Romanovska.
Diana. That's the black version. She not black though. I don't know what happened.
Do they have an applause button?
Welcome. Can we get some applause for our guest, please? These guys are very.
You just said they were
Thanks
great
so
a minute
much.
ago. There we go. Look at that.
Really, it's so weird when we have to.
By
delay.
way of Russia, then Germany, now the United States. Diana Romanovska.
Thank you so much for being on the show. We so appreciate it. We're super excited about what we're going to learn as a result of your skills and your ability and your love for people. And tell us what does a family law attorney do exactly? Break it down for us.
Whew. Well, first I marry people. That's number one. When
Okay, so
when
you're
they're
Mormon.
planning to as a warm up, I first marry them before I divorce them.
You-
So prenups, for example, when they're going through a process of getting married,
Hey, Deanna,
they
Deanna,
wonder,
Deanna, real quick.
especially if it's a second marriage.
Hey, Deanna, let me ask you: are you going to do this whole thing with the accent? Or are you going? You going to do the whole thing with the accent? And I'm just. Where are you from? Just so our listeners know. I can tell already. You're clearly. I already know that it's so clear to me that you're from Korea. But can you tell everybody else where exactly? What's the accent and where you're from? Just so they could.
Well, Ukraine and Germany, and in between stop in Israel.
Wow,
man.
that is beautiful.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yes,
Ah.
licensed to practice Deutsch lawyer.
Wo ist die Toilette?
Rechtsanwältin.
Yeah, it means-
Rechtsanwältin.
Wo ist die Toilette?
Yeah, the voice be
Guten
letting me
Tag.
hear stuff
Guten Tag, guten Morgen.
too. Ooh,
Guten Morgen. da.
Yes.
So, Smorgasbord.
Entschuldigen Sie bitte.
Smorgasbord.
Einen Damen und Herren.
Ja,
You
ja.
didn't know that,
Bitte schön, bitte schön.
See?
You know whose podcast this is, though? I just want to throw this out here real quick while you're talking to my guests in some language I don't even know.
I was speaking in tongues. I'm sorry.
That's hilarious. That is so interesting that you have that much of a background. That is so cool. So I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish. Let us know what you're, in short, how would you
I
say
serve
what you do?
many nations, Russian, German, English, obviously. And so when they're going through a process of getting married, I help them to prepare a prenuptial agreement that stands in court. That's the goal.
Wow.
Wait. Can we talk about
Prenups.
that?
Let's camp there for a second. For me, I gotta be real with you. It feels like a prenup is saying, "Hey," it almost sounds like a premeditated. this probably not going to work out. So, I mean, that's what it's always felt like to me. Is that not the case? Is it not like a premeditated, this ain't going to work out thing?
Well, imagine you have a multi-million-dollar company and your partners are saying, look, if you get married and divorced, we don't want to sell the company. What are you going to do?
Well, what would I do?
You
I
go
would
into
just-
it not planning to get divorced.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. I feel like I'm just going to run hard at my marriage.
Yeah.
And just be like, yo, like, and just, I personally would go to the woman and be like, yo, I'm in this thing, like,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah. But Deanna, I got to ask you, because family law seems like it's an umbrella. The percentage of your cases that are prenups compared to everything else, what percentage is that?
10%.
That's what I was thinking.
Wait,
Yeah.
say it again. What's the question? I
Yeah.
missed it.
10% of her
10%.
work is prenups.
Oh,
There's a whole
10%.
other 90% that is the part that's harder to talk about.
Hey, so let me ask you this question. Of the prenups that you have done, what percentage of them have had to be used as a result of them, of the marriages? About what percentage would you say? So if 100 people got prenups with you, how many of them had to activate them prenups because it didn't work out?
Well, I had a couple returning clients. Let's say out of 100, 2%.
2%. Okay.
2% return? Well,
Yeah.
we say returning.
2%, meaning they have prenup and then they return to get a divorce.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
So,
exciting.
this is kind of depressing so far. However, the other 90%, is it divorces?
Now they find another
or is that
attorney.
like
They just find another
Yeah,
attorney.
is that-
Wow.
I
Hey,
would say 5% custody.
5%
not related
custody.
to getting married
Okay.
at all.
All right.
Just having kids together, and then the rest is divorces.
85% divorces. Yeah.
wow. Hey, so I know that there's been some couples. Well, let me just ask: has there ever been some couples who come to you and say, or a guy or a woman, to say, "Hey, we want to end this thing. I need an attorney. It's time for this thing to be over." And then, what is your approach when they say, "Well, like, what is your approach when they come to you with that?"
Yeah.
I tell them, it sounds really good. You're my type of clients. I like clients who are amicable and they know what they want. And so I create an environment of mediation and I act as a neutral mediator. And I sit with them in the room separately or together, and we figure out a solution that works for both of them.
So, Deanna, I kind of heard that sometimes you actually encourage them to reconsider.
Yeah, I want to talk about them reconciliation ones. Like, what kind of attorney are you when you gonna have them get together? Man, you don't know how to make that paper, do you? You got to prenup with them. Be like, listen.
Sometimes I sense a lot of love, and I just can't help to be honest and say, look, are you sure?
Yeah.
Wow.
Some clients call me and they inquire, like, hold on half a year, call me back if it doesn't work out. Just, it sounds like you need to take a break and have a therapy session with your spouse.
Wow. Hey, let me ask you this: do you feel any love between me and Kyle? Or do you feel, or should we end this thing? Like, what?
I feel love everywhere.
Speaking of love, I do love you, Michael.
Yeah, man.
Even though
You you good people.
even though you tried to talk my wife into getting a prenup with me, I still love you. No, I didn't know you back then. Deanna, I heard you're married 5 years and your love story is pretty
Yeah,
unique and
we got to hear
interesting.
about that. Tell us about that. So let me set it up, right? She been married for 5 years. Seems like he's an awesome guy from what we understand. And most of the time when people meet, like, you hear this amazing story, saw him from across the room and all this happened. Tell us, how did you meet your husband exactly?
That's good.
At that time I was single and dating
I hope
online.
so. I hope so. I hope so. Kind of important.
And this client walks in.
A
His name
client.
is
What kind of client? Was he a prenup client? Tell us what kind of client.
Man.
a client who says, I thought it's a real marriage, but it turned out she needed a green card, and I didn't realize that I was helping her to get a green card.
Wow.
So
He
broken
loved her,
heart.
and she wanted a green card.
she wanted a green card. He wanted the real thing, and she started to ask for his car, and so he realized it's not really. She wanted out, and she was dating other people.
Wow. And now you're in the States.
And now I'm sitting there.
No, I'm just playing.
No, wait. So there
let's
exchange of
back
services
up.
or something in there?
Let's back
like-
up. Yeah. Let's back up a little bit. So he needed so he ended that relationship, and you helped him in that relationship, and then what happened?
And then I let him sign a document.
You had him
that-
sign a prenup. Oh, no, it was a dating prenup. What the deal? It's like, listen, if we go out to eat, all of this money I spent on this food, I need to get all that back if this don't work out.
At that time, California law allowed to date clients.
Oh.
It's California. Yeah, that's how they do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You could date a client.
So, but I didn't want to have any, conflict.
Yeah.
So eventually I fired him as a client, obviously.
Ooh, and then you
because
hired
I
him.
noticed- and he was teaching me how to fly.
Yeah, he
So
was. You got to explain what that means for everybody else. Like, it just sounds really like that's a big jump all of a sudden. You went from I fired him to we flying together. You have to explain that a little more if you would.
Well, when he showed up at my office, he told me he's a pilot.
Oh.
And I wondered what
this some kind of
kind, and
role
he was
play or something?
teaching. he was teaching students how to fly small planes.
Wow.
So we did some service exchange.
Yeah, you did. So wait a second. Wait. Oh my goodness, that is hysterical. Some service exchange. Explain to people what you mean by that exactly.
Well, sometimes I wanted to help people even if they couldn't afford to pay me. So when a cook showed up at my office and he needed divorce, I would say, well, look, I invite 10 people, you cook, and I will help you through a divorce.
Oh,
So
that's
that way I
nice.
could serve everyone.
Oh, that's nice. Did you invite
And
his
so
wife?
when I
today?
noticed that situation happened with him, I wondered, well, how can you help me?
Wow.
And he offered flying lessons.
Oh, wow. So you're a pilot now?
No.
No,
Well,
she just bought the
I
pilot.
realized
She married the pilot.
a good friend of mine, Bernie Siegel, said, he also was a lawyer. He said, if you're a pilot and make a mistake, that can end up very badly. But if, as a lawyer, you make a mistake, that's not a problem. So I just didn't want to be exposed to. I wanted him to fly me.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
Yeah, you did.
Wow. So 5
Wow.
years. So
How did he propose though? What did that look like? Like you
I
fired him,
proposed,
y'all went
actually.
flying. You proposed to him? Oh, this is so Christ-like. This is great. This is lining up great, Pastor.
No,
what do you
no.
got to say about that, Pastor?
well, I do. I have a lot to say, actually, not about the proposal, but Deanna, I'm a pastor of a Christian church, and obviously couples sometimes that'll come to me and say, hey, we think we want to get divorced. And my counsel and encouragement has typically not been to follow through on a divorce. It's typically been something's got to change. Have you tried counseling? Have you even tried like separation? But I'm typically not steering them towards divorce. So it's rare that I sit down with a family law attorney that helps people in their marriages. How do you reconcile kind of the world I have to live in with what you see people walking through when they're ready to just be done?
It just popped into my mind. In Germany, nobody can file for divorce until they proved that they have been separated for 1 year.
Wow.
Wow.
That's the German law.
Okay.
In California, there is no such thing.
So if I came to you on a Tuesday and said, I'm ready to end my marriage, how long would it take in California?
9 months,
Oh, okay. It's like a minimal. It's going to take at least 9 months.
average.
Okay.
It's not a minimum.
Is there a
An
fast
average.
track situation where you can fast track it in case you got this hot pilot you looking at or something? Like, is there a
I had a returning client. She got divorced from a very abusive marriage, and then she came back and married another man, similar
course,
situation.
of course.
And I got her divorced in 1 month.
Oh, wow.
1 month. The paperwork is
Now,
saying,
when you say returning client, you can't say returning because it sounds like she'd been there 3 or 4 times. Like she just twice, right? She just
twice.
okay.
Yeah.
She just returned. You gotta say-
Returned once.
yeah. Because you say returning, it's like you got a punch card. Be like, all right, 3 more,
But
3 more to go. Next
I'm
one's
assuming
free.
you probably helped some clients like 4 or 5 times though, right? With a custody issue, a divorce issue, a trust issue, and something else.
Well, divorce is a whole package. It includes custody,
Oh.
division of assets. includes everything that relates to how to separate peacefully.
Okay, I'm gonna come at this a different way. Sometimes I tell people, "Hey, divorce doesn't actually solve any problems; it only creates more." Am I telling them the truth from your perspective as a lawyer?
Great question.
If they don't work on themselves, they will
Yeah.
attract the same type of person.
That's
with
exactly what I was
different
going to
makeup.
say. You're going to find the same thing. So it's they need to press in.
Yeah,
I mean, literally.
yeah.
Yeah, because I really believe, and you can speak to this as well, Deanna. I really believe that one of my favorite sayings is this guy named Peter Cronin says it. He says, and I kind of added to it. It says, life will bring you people and circumstances to reveal where you're not free yet.
Yeah.
Right. So
Exactly.
So if someone's not free in a certain area and they need to work on that area, I really believe your spouse is the one who will bring stuff up in you uncomfortably. They won't do it on purpose, but they'll activate that thing, and it'll feel painful because it seems like they're irritating you in some way, or there's something you don't like. But all it is an indicator that you need to look inside and say, well, what is this coming up in me? And you may find out that it's something else. Like an example, at the marriage event we just did, there was a woman who, in fact, I did their wedding, and she didn't like to clean, and her husband wanted a really clean house. And I'm sure you've heard that argument before, right? So she didn't like to clean, and he wanted a really clean house, so they would just go head to head at it. So then I said, hey, so why don't you like to clean? She never sat down and said, well, why don't I like to clean? So I just sat down with her and said, why is it you don't like to clean? Think about it. I said, what was cleaning like when you were a kid? And then I noticed her mannerisms switch up. She got a little tight, and she almost looked like she got a little childlike in her face, and then she started to tear up. And I said, well, tell me about it. And she said, well, cleaning was a punishment when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. And she would always be, if she didn't do it right, randomly, one of her parents would literally just slap her upside the head randomly. I said, so how do you think that's showing up now? And then she realized that when she has to clean, she goes back to that place where she feels very uncomfortable and threatened the whole time.
Right.
So it's very stressful for her to clean. Her husband sitting next to her had no idea this was the case. And now he has more understanding around that. But more importantly, her brain was able to recalculate the fact that a lot of that isn't even true. So now it's easier for her to clean. But had she not got married and him wanting it to be clean, she would have just, she just would have been living in a dirty house by herself. But she gets this husband who brings that up in her. And most of the time, what people would do is they would end up calling someone like you, as opposed to digging in and saying, well, what is this in me? And then here's the thing. The next husband, had they ended it, the next husband probably would want a clean house too.
Right.
Which means she would have to deal with the same thing over and over again versus looking aside.
Yeah.
It's such a perfect example. It could be anything. Most couples are fighting about money. And so what I suggest, they hire money coach and hire therapists to deal. And then if everything doesn't work, for at least 6 months therapy and in church, they need to work on that first.
Deanna, have
because
you-
they will
Good for
attract
you.
the same situation.
Let me just say big ups to you for suggesting those things prior to that, because it's a little weird yet very commendable that you would say, hey guys, you need to work on this first. It's as if I owned a hamburger restaurant and somebody was vegetarian and they was like, yo man, I can't do this veggie stuff. I'm about to get this burger. Sell me a burger. And I'm like, you know what? This place across the street makes a really good vegetarian burger. Why don't you try that one first? And then let me know. Like if you don't like that burger, then you can come see me. Like for you to put that on the line, like that's your business, that's a big deal. Big ups to you, like for real. I commend you for that.
Tiana, have you ever had a time where you said, look, I cannot proceed forward with your divorce in good conscience, right? Like I just as a human being.
Yeah, I just thought of that. Yeah, I had cases like that where they come in and they want to fight no matter what and just file frivolous motions and just get at each other, or he or she, whoever wants to hire me. I had to turn down clients because I remember that one case, he moved her from she ran away from Texas to California, and he wanted me to bring her back to him. And I said, look, she doesn't want to go back because this is an abuse situation. I can't help you to figure out a solution how to co-parent together, but I'm not going to do something against my integrity, my personal integrity. I think she ran away for a reason, right? You told me all these reasons. And so the reason why you want her back is to get back at her, not because you want to be together.
Nice.
So you just want to win. And that kind of feels icky to me.
Okay.
Good for
To
you.
work with these big egos.
Good for
For
you. That
for
is
bad
brilliant.
reasons.
If you're just tuning in, which is weird because you could have started the podcast at the beginning, we were talking to Deanna Romanowska. People mess your name.
Romanovska.
Romanowska. People mess your name up all the time, don't they?
Yeah, like Romanov,
Yeah,
the
from-
czars.
Yeah.
And just add some ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like from the Avengers, Natasha Romanoff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
from the
That a lot.
Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Black Widow.
Natasha. Yeah. She's not even black though. Have you seen Avengers? No,
I have seen.
I don't think she was ever
Her
married.
suit is black.
Was
Yeah,
she married
wasn't.
before?
No, she was a single assassin.
I know, but how you a Black Widow? You're not black, and you,
And you were
haven't
never
been married,
married.
before. This is so. This
You
is
should
really
change the
weird.
spider name too. He's a
Yeah.
Black Widow spider. It's deadly, but it was never married.
Oh yeah, why the black one's got to be deadly?
See. So Deanna, last question. I brought this up a couple fronts earlier. So as a family law attorney, you find pastors sometimes advising people to stay together. What is the feeling of like family law attorneys towards pastors when they're advising people to maybe stay and work it out? Is that like man, celebrate it? Is that like they're impacting my business? They're causing people to stay in uncomfortable situations? Like, give us an inside view of how attorneys view pastors.
Whatever it takes. It pastors or therapists. I mean, I admire your work. It's not simple to work with people when they're going through a very difficult situation.
It's easy
to
for
stay
me.
together.
I could do it. It's easy
And
for
it's
me.
not at any price. I'm sure there are moments where you say, even I would, I don't know what to say, but 99% of the time, it's always resolvable.
Yeah, I think what I have found actually is the hardest thing to watch is when one person really wants to work it out and the other person just not interested at all. Because then it feels like if both aren't interested in working it out, it starts to feel very hopeless. And you feel like it's going to take some supernatural intervention to change someone's heart.
You probably noticed that the person who is not interested at all came to that point after a long time,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So the idea and suggestion I have for people who are listening is to not get to that point and catch it sooner and come to a pastor or a therapist and discuss it before it becomes.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the second hardest situation to watch is that person that says, look, I'm unhappy and I'm 50 years old and I'm not trying to be unhappy for another 30 years. So I'm out because I just don't want to be unhappy. And it's like, come on, man, you can work on it. It can be so much better.
How many times has somebody do you know somebody who's been married multiple times? What's the number? What's your number?
What's the number for what?
How many times somebody's been
somebody's
married?
been remarried that you know of?
3 times, 4 times. You know anybody been married 5 times?
She like, that would be a really good client. I gotta tell you, I make some money on that.
What is it for you? What's the most times you know somebody's been married?
Most amount of marriages I have is a second marriage.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
they stick. What you got? How many you got?
And it sticks actually against the statistics. I heard statistics for second marriage is very weak for them to stay together, but I found it to be not true.
I know somebody's been married 7 times. It shocked me.
7 times.
Shocked me because that's. I mean, it's like maybe
Do you know them personally?
I do. And I was shocked when
You got their phone number?
I'm not doing that.
Let's call them.
Not doing
Next
that.
guest.
I want to call them.
As honestly,
Okay, you don't got to call them.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of shame.
Give me their number. I'll call
No,
them.
there's a certain amount of shame with it though. So
Hey,
they-
yeah.
Yeah, they don't talk
It's
about
them.
it. Except a couple of them, they've been victims of abuse, right? So a couple of the situations, you're like, I wish
Wait,
you had
the-
never been in it, but
The woman,
yeah, the woman she was abused
was she married 7 times?
in that.
And then some of those marriages she got abused. So that's the thing. Like,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
She need to press in and be like, why am I recreating? Because I really believe what happens is you hunger for reconciliation, even if it's not the original situation. You go recreate it so then you can solve it, and then you feel better, but you don't even know you're doing this.
Yeah.
So you'll find somebody who's abusive, and then you'll be like, man, he hit too hard. I need to find somebody else.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't.
It's still weird for me though. I mean, I know several people have been married 3 times. It's just
Wow.
But
Here's
the
what I'm
third
learning
time was
about-
the one.
Here's what I'm learning about you and your friends, man.
That I know them well.
Yeah, you know them well.
We keep it real.
Yeah, keep it real over and over again.
So, Deanna, you don't know anybody that's been married 3 times?
I probably do, but it's not popping into my head who that would be.
The pilot
I'm
has
sure
only been married twice, right?
Actually, my hubby.
Oh my goodness! That's what I'm saying. What about your husband? Like he did one for the record, one for the show.
Oh,
Wow.
Michael.
That's
and,
cool.
And yeah, I'm his 3rd marriage.
Yeah.
Wow, you're the third one.
Yeah, you're
wow.
the third one.
Yeah, and he's only 36.
Wow.
Right. So I'm hoping you're
This
the,
one's gonna
you're
stick,
the,
though.
You're the last one.
This one's
will
gonna
be it.
stick.
Yep.
Yep.
Because you got him up
we
against
got
the
married
corner.
in church, so he's not allowed to divorce me because he only is allowed to marry twice in church.
A Catholic
Okay,
church?
what
Is
church
that
is
Catholic
that?
church?
Russian Orthodox.
Russian Orthodox. You ever been to an Orthodox
Y'all in
church?
America now. You know, that stuff.
Hey man, you ever been to an Orthodox church?
Not on purpose.
There's a lot of candles and scents in the Orthodox church, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
my aunt's house used to be like that. My auntie house. Boom. All right. I think it's time for you to go off the cuff.
I got it, man.
You got it.
I'm ready.
You ready? Hey, so Deanna, we do this thing on the show where we have some off the cuff moments, and what'll happen is Pastor Kyle will do this one, but anything that he's learned from you that he can give to the audience as a result would be great. So we're about to go off the cuff, but before we
Right.
do, don't forget to leave comments.
That's right.
It's a big deal. Please leave a lot of comments, and we have a voicemail number as well. You guys can call the voicemail.
And subscribe, because then you get the
subscribe.
notification every Tuesday morning. Boom. New
Yeah,
episode.
it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
But go ahead. Go.
Here's the off the cuff moment for today. There was a point where Deanna said people come in fighting about money sometimes, and she'll encourage them to go and get a financial coach to pursue another means of help before they just call it quits on their marriage. I think that's so powerful for people to realize that in most areas of life, whether you're trying to learn how to run, swim, eat differently, exercise, or even manage your finances, sometimes you got to call a time out and call in some outside help. If people would set their pride aside and be willing to admit that they do not know it all in every area, they might realize the coaching helps them to be on the same page as opposed to seeing their spouse as the enemy. So knowing when to call in the coach is so powerful. I'm so grateful that Deanna brought that up.
Hey,
Yes.
so I want to ask Deanna off the. Hey, there's Deanna. There's your friend. Your friend.
Yeah.
She's behind
Hi.
you. No, don't, guys. This is the thing that happens after the thing.
Yeah. The thing after the thing. You want to ask Deanna one more question?
I do want to ask you a question. What's the question? Can you can you tell by looking at people if they really like how long does it take for you to look at somebody and be like, yo, they shouldn't do this? How long does that take before you can kind of get a feel for the people that
That
they're
they
not
shouldn't
ready,
get
or
divorced.
they should not? Yeah.
You know that in
You
the
should not get divorced.
yeah. Do you know that in the first meeting? Do you have that kind of discernment in the very first meeting? Like, oh, they're going down the wrong path.
Yeah,
I gotta
I,
get
I
paid,
had
though.
that couple coming in. They were such a beautiful couple, so understanding with each other. And it broke my heart when they both were divorcing like friends. And I was like, why? Why?
So listen, let me give a little extra kicker here. If anybody's listening right now and you're considering calling someone like Deanna, first of all, the fact that if you can hear in her voice, I mean, the beautiful part about her is she really don't even want you to call her. Like, think about that. She doesn't want you to call. So what could you do? There's this thing that me and Pastor Kyle have been talking about lately where you just, when you have conflict, that conflict is actually there. I know it'll sound crazy. It's actually there to make you better. Mm-hmm. It's there to make you better. And if you're getting bitter, you're doing it wrong. So you just need to press in and it's not pressing into the conflict, so to speak, with the other person. Ask yourself, ask these 2 questions when you're feeling upset or mad. Just say, what is this coming up in me? And if you can't figure out what that emotion is, then ask this question. How do I feel towards blank, your spouse? So whatever that feeling is, if it's anger, if it's upset, if it's fear, whatever that is, then go to God and say, God, where is this fear really coming from? Like, show me where this thing is coming from. And then even ask him, hey, give me a memory. Tell me anything that, show me where this came from. And he'll actually most likely show you, or you'll get a sense of, I literally did this last night with somebody, and you'll get a sense of what that thing is. Because when you were a child, you had no place to put that thing. Meaning you didn't have enough files, enough understanding, enough vocabulary to place whatever that feeling was in the right file. But if you go back there and have that thought and press in as an adult, you'll say, oh, this felt like shame, but it was really kind of funny.
Right.
And immediately you'll find some freedom as a result of that. And then when you won't have the urge to call someone like Deanna, or maybe you will find somebody like her, and they'll be smart enough and loving and caring enough, just as she is, to direct you to probably a better possibility than just ending it all.
Hey, on that note, I just curious, Deanna, if your business did dry up, if everybody pressed in and nobody was getting divorced, if your business dried up, what would you be doing if you weren't a family law attorney?
I would be doing lots of podcasts. What do you guys do?
That is
She'd be a
awesome.
podcast
I
host.
actually have 100 videos on YouTube.
You do?
I love doing that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
For 5 years, I'm posting free information online.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. That is awesome.
Okay.
So there's a video. Yeah, we're looking it up right now. There's a video called How to Find a Pilot a Different Way. It's one of those videos right there. How do people find those videos? How do people find out about you?
Well, just type my name, Diana Manovsk, on YouTube, and then you'll see 100 plus videos.